Hey guys, my name is Jasmine and today we're going to be working on contour. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you what you need. You need at least one piece of paper. I have two here with me. A Sharpie, whatever kind of Sharpie that you have that you might want to work with. A drawing pencil, which is also a graphite pencil. An eraser, crayons, and or colored pencils. So what is contour? Contour is basically the outline of something. So if you look at something, you can see the way it's shaped. And the contour of it would be just the outline of that. So like with this piece of paper here, it is just the outline here of my paper. The eraser, so the corners of the eraser is basically all the lines that stitch that piece together. So making our contours here, we're going to be using random things that you have, which is something else that you might want to have on hand. Or you can use your colored pencils, your crayons, your Sharpie, your pencil, your drawing pencil, eraser, whatever you have directly on hand. I have a mirror here, but you can also have a mirror because I'm going to be working on a portraiture sort of contour. So I'm going to be looking at my face and doing that. And I'm also going to be doing that in a kind of a blind sense. So I'm not going to look at my paper whenever I am drawing my face. I'm going to look directly at my face and draw my face, how I'm seeing it here. And I'm not going to worry too much about details. So I'm contouring, I'm not going to worry about shading and how shadows look. It's going to be just straight line and all the shapes that stitch everything together. So shape is also another good thing to think about whenever you're doing contour. All the shapes that stitch everything together. So like this eraser here is made up of two squares and a bunch of rectangles. So you can kind of break down your contour in that way if that helps you. Ooh, so it's a lot of information at once, I apologize. But we're gonna get started here. We're just kind of gonna jump in here and I want you to have fun. So we're not gonna think about everything too hard. But yeah, we're just gonna jump in, and whenever I'm gonna do my piece here, I'm not going to worry about if things are overlapping. So like I said, I'm gonna do my portrait here. I'm gonna do it in a blind sense. I'm gonna look at my face and do it. But then when I'm done, I'm also going to add other things, but I'm just going to kind of let everything overlap, and that's what makes it a collage. So everything's going to be layered over one another in a contour collage type of fashion. So I'm going to jump in. And one thing that kind of helps whenever you're doing contour things is to kind of do it a little bit quickly, so you don't have time to worry about details and all those small things that you might normally nitpick on, or if everything's even and perfect. So we're not going to worry about perfection. We're going to have fun with this. So I'm going to jump in with my Sharpie. You can jump in with your colored pencil, your crayons, your regular pencil. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to start with my Sharpie. And then afterward, if I see fit, I might kind of go in and add some random bits of color because I think that'll be kind of fun. So I'm going to jump in. I'm not going to look at my paper. Going to get general shape, use some glasses, and everything's not going to be perfect and even. Like I said before, that's fine because we're still gonna have fun with it. And you can kind of go back in later and like refine stuff if you want to refine stuff. But here's my piece, so I can kind of see where I was going with this. It's always so fun. You can do this multiple times. You can add things, like I said. So there's my blank contour of my face. Now I'm going to take my crayon box here. I'm going to do like a tiny still life situation. So I have this stacked here. My eraser is on top of my crayon box. I'm going to have a Sharpie up there too. I'm going to set it out of my way where it's still in my view though. And I'm going to do a contour of that. While I'm looking at it, I'm not going to look away from it and keep my eyes off my paper. Everything is connected. And as you're working on this, I hope it kind of, generates some ideas in your head, some future project ideas, and it kind of gets your brain going, and it kind of helps you see how things might have interaction with one another, how they may kind of connect to one another, how everything kind of pieces together and could possibly get some ideas flowing for you. Like this, to me, how it is in relation with my face, it kind of reminds me of a bed. It doesn't look like it is small enough to be a crayon box, but that's fine, because then I start getting other ideas of what I could do. Like if I wanted to include text, for instance, Z's make me think of bed. So, you could do random Z's. You can do whatever you want for this piece. But text also makes me think of a more collage sort of feeling to this. So, there is my contour collage. I did a blind sort of portrait, which you don't have to do a portrait if you don't want to. You can keep with your objects around your house that you might have, like how I did here with my crayon box and my Sharpie and my eraser. So, I'm gonna jump in with color here. I'm not gonna color it in a way that I would typically color something. Like if I had a flower, I would typically color, the full flower. So, for this, I'm gonna just choose pick blue, pink, and purple, because those are my favorite colors. And I'm just gonna color randomly. I'm not thinking about too hard how I'm coloring everything. In fact, I'm gonna do some scribbles. I'm gonna leave some things white. I'm gonna keep it the color of the paper. I'm not coloring it in its full entirety. But just like with your contour, you can kind of keep your lines simple. If you just want like a splash of color, this can be your opportunity to, excuse me, wow, I'm losing my voice. This can be your opportunity to provide that splash of color. And you can use both colored pencils or just crayons or both, or you can just leave it uncolored. It's whatever you want to do. You can go outside of your contour, like how I just did. You can do gradients, which would mean having one side be another color and having that kind of fade into another color. So like right here on my seed, I am purple on the bottom, and then the closer I get to the top, I color lighter, and it kind of just fades out into nothing. Fades out, color darker, lighter and lighter and lighter, fades out. I have one more Z. There's that. And you can do kind of more layered in collage contour drawing if you want, on top of what you have already done. I'm going to do that right now with my colored pencil. I'm going to do my Sharpie. And I'm not thinking about everything too hard. I'm just kind of trying it. I'm having fun with it because it's still something that is productive in a way, because I'm having fun. I'm kind of letting loose. I'm not worrying about it being perfect. But it's fun to be able to not worry about your art piece being perfect. Kind of just having fun making marks and seeing what your utensils can do, what you can do with your utensils, how everything kind of works together and interacts with one another. I'm going to go in with my Sharpie again. make your lines differently. You can draw them how you might normally draw them, or you can kind of draw quicker lines. You can see how each line acts differently. Like over here, since I did my Z's very intentionally, because I thought about the letter Z and I sat there and, you know, made them have form, not just straight Z's like that. I feel like this side is more structured than this side, partially because I did this more without worrying too much about it, because I wasn't even looking at my paper. So, once again, this is contour drawing. You can do more. I'm going to do one more for you guys and for myself. And I'm going to do this one strictly a portrait one. I'm not going to draw any other contoured forms on there that I'm looking at. I might do my mirror here, actually. I'm going to start out with my mirror. So this is the front part of my mirror. Some brackets. Cuts down into a base. So there is my mirror. So now I'm going to do my face. I'm going to kind of keep it in this circle. It's going to go outside of that because once again I'm not going to look at my paper. So outline everything without looking once again. There we go. It's kind of fun actually. I mean, of course it's fun. So once again, you can kind of go back and add what you want to add. You can make extra lines if you want to make extra lines. And you can color it if you want to color it. I'm not going to color this one like I did with my other one. But that is contour drawing. This is our contour collage. This one's still a collage because I started out with the mirror and then I collaged over it basically with my fine portraiture drawing contour. And yeah, I hope you guys make more, have lots of fun, focused on shape of things, how different shapes kind of connect everything, how that can make our contour, and how that can kind of help us break everything down and piece it together into our collage of layered items and layered materials and colors. And I hope you guys had fun with this. I hope you guys make more. There's lots you can do. You can make different things interact. You can also do this with other people. You guys can make your own and then trade off and then collage on top of the other person's artwork and what they've begun with. But I hope you guys do just that and make more. There are so many possibilities you can do with this, and I hope you guys do just that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.